Hello everyone, we'll be starting in a second. I'm just doing the setting things up. We've got a healthy live stream, which is good. Loads to talk about. See, this is the advantage of doing it every 2 weeks. I've got things to talk about tonight now, which is cool. So all the banging around you can hear is me sorting things out. Okay, I think we're ready to go, people. Are you all ready? 3, 2, 1. We are live. Hello everyone. It's been 2 weeks, and what an eventful 2 weeks it's been. Just like Zvi and the chat there, I haven't been very well. You know, I went to like a hospital place a couple of weeks ago with a problem, and that problem got a little bit worse, and then it got a little bit better, and now I'm better. So it's been busy, and then last weekend I was in London watching Wicked, the show Wicked. So I had a weekend in London with my brother, who's not on here at the moment, but he goes back to Australia. So it's been busy, and in that time I've been doing the Arduino videos with the Arduino. I've been enjoying those, but the graphics take up so much time. I didn't think I was going to get it out in time this week, but I did. So happy about that. And the DeLorean, and I'll be showing you this as well. This is DeLorean issue 110. That's what's coming on Monday. So if you want to watch that, that's going to be coming on Monday. And for all of you that are asking, it's coffee today in my Harry Potter Brave Gryffindor mug, which I got from the Harry Potter Studios. Oh, and this is my Marvel shirt. I think this is just an Asda thing, George. I think I got it at Christmas a couple of years ago. Lee, it's the first time I'd seen Wicked, and I was really impressed. I loved the show. It was funny though, because we went to the Apollo Victoria, and I think me and the missus went through the back entrance because it looked really shady. There was no lights, there was no advertisement for Wicked. We went in and we saw the show, absolutely brilliant. When we came out, we realised we must have come in through the back because we came out the front, and obviously it's lit up like a Christmas tree. But yeah, it's excellent. But I've just booked tickets for Les Mis now, the all-star cast in November, so I can't wait for that. It's going to be great. Let's go the flashback. You're getting DeLorean 110 tomorrow. Yeah, I picked it up today. Not much in it. Let me show you, actually. Let's go to that one and click on a transition. Transition. Okay, so, like, this is what we got coming in the DeLorean. We've just got the wheels and we've got the windscreen wipers, which look just like that. Now, the problem with this is that the wheels, as you know, take about 3 minutes to put in. And I thought we'd have to fix the windscreen wipers in. But when you see the instructions for these, they just plug in. They don't screw in or anything. So that issue is going to take seconds. And then obviously coming in issue 111 is just a metal plate for the back end of the vehicle there. And I know that issue, someone did send me all the what's coming in 112, where we got the, I didn't realise I can use my EL rope on the flux, whatever it is, wherever the plutonium goes. I can use it on that, so that's going to be fun. But the funny thing is about the DeLorean, I've been having to think about this. I will look at the chat in a minute because I've got to think about this while it's fresh in my mind. You guys who subscribe got it up to issue 112, which means you've got 3 deliveries left. Now you're going to finish your collection at the beginning of June, because I get mine from the newsagents. The last one I have, it'll be June the 26th, I believe. That's the Thursday at the end of June. That will be issue 130. So in that 3 deliveries, you are hopefully going to be getting 2 specials. Hopefully. Okay. Now, we're going to be talking about the hood. Okay. When the Eagle, these are facts now. So a lot of people are saying I'm a speculator and stuff like that. These are facts for you. When the DeLorean first went into production to be released for Eagle Moss, there was no plans at all to make the tyres, the hood, or the railroad tyres. No plans at all. But they have had Joe Walser working on this to get the tyres and the hood and the railway tracks done. He's done a lot of work on that, and it's been sent to Eagle Moss. Now, unfortunately for Eagle Moss, they're not very good at communicating things out, as you know, because I don't think anyone was expecting the tyres, and then when they came out, it's like, well, we're getting the white wall tyres. So now the argument is, are we getting the hood? Again, we still don't know. If we are getting the hood, and because Joe has done the hood for them, and he's done the railroad tyres as well, there's 3 deliveries to sort that in. If that doesn't happen, it means that it's going to be coming after the actual car's finished, which I can't see happening. The other thing is the common sense thing of it. If they are going to be going with the tyres and the hood, you'd think they'd want to advertise that a long time ago to get more people interested in it, rather than the last minute. There's no common sense, and there's no rhyme or reason in why they would do that strategy. I can't say strategy. Strategy! If I sound like a BG, I can say it. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason about that. So, is the hood coming? I don't know. It's been designed, it's been put to Eagle Moss, but whether they release it or not is entirely up to them, and I'm guessing the first we're going to find out about it is when a special edition either appears in the shop or appears in your postage. So, that's my knowledge on the hood. I know it was never planned to be come out, and it was a late decision to have all the tyres and stuff come out. I hope that explains it all. But I have been speaking to Joe, so that's how I know these things. Okay, let's read some of these. I got my board, but not set up, busy at work. Horlicks, apparently there's some rubber bands in the issue. Don't suppose you know what they're for. What issue's that? Are you talking about this one? There's no rubber bands in this. Oh, unless it's in the next one. Is that what you mean? Carl's just finished 113. How have you got to 113? I thought it was 112 everyone's up to. Oh, you got to 113. Sees what I'm... Hang on. 113. How are you going to be getting 6 issues of... 113. That means you got... Nah, that makes sense. That means you've only got 17 left, am I right? I'm so confused. Does that mean in the last delivery you're only getting 5? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that now. Lee, it's because Joe's been really busy. That's all it is. It's been absolutely manically busy. So that's all that's through. Tony Flowers, in will probably charge extra for them. If you are going to get a special of the hood, you will be charged for it, I guarantee, just like the tyres. It's not coming free. But I mean, again, you'd think they would have advertised that at the start of the build. And if we are going to have that version of Back to the Future 3 with the tyres and the hood, why aren't we getting the lightning rod? Or are we getting the lightning rod for the for number 1? I don't know. Doesn't make sense, does it? But again, you'd think you'd advertise this to get people in, to entice them. And I'm not just talking about the UK market, because obviously that's passed. But this is shortly being released in Brazil. Because I had some people from Brazil contacting me. But obviously it's come out in the US and Mexico. And they're on about issue, I think they've just done the Flux 58, probably 60. You think they would have advertised this at issue 1 for them to get the draw in. They'd get a lot more customers, but I don't think they know what they're doing. It doesn't make sense. Palpatine 1975. Hello, sir. How's Singapore? I think the wheel under the wheel. Oh, Horlicks, the wheel under the wheel. Right. Okay. You've just had your 6-issue delivery, 108 to 113. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, it means you're only going to get 5 in the last one. That don't make sense. I don't know. Yeah, they'll probably save it for issue 131. I mean, don't forget, when the Millennium Falcon finished for D'Agostini, it must have been about 3 months later that I got that issue 101, which had the bodged up parts that they wanted us to put on. I didn't even know that was coming. But at least that was free. We didn't have to pay for that one. You just know we're going to have to pay for the hood and the wheels. I mean, if the other wheels come, the railroad wheels, that'd be excellent. But I'll tell you what, I would be annoyed, and I'm sure Joe would be annoyed as well, that if you put all of that work in to send to Eagle Moss to have it done and it doesn't get done, it would be really annoying. But Eagle Moss have gone really strangely quiet lately. But we do have some good news. We have some good news. Who's heard about Hatchet? Harshay, should I say? Harshay Partworks? The Terminator has been licensed. It got its license on December the 18th, because I've been doing some research on that. And it's been scheduled to be released in early 2019, they've said. Hi, Wayne. Early 2019. Now, I have to go into these things. The company accounts for Harshay run from December to January. It's not an April to April thing, but they still probably file tax for April. So I'm guessing the Terminator is going to be released. You're saying the 20th of February. I was going to say March. But it's going to be released very shortly. So thank you for that, 1971 Street Hawk. I didn't know we had an actual date for that. But I thought, I figured the end of February, March. But that's good. But you'll know that it's done. Obviously, you've got the Terminator site that you can go to now to sign up. But you'll know that it's actually fully released, because if you go to the Harshay website, the UK one, it'll be plastered all over it. And I guarantee there'll probably be a TV ad for it as well, just like there was for the Rootmaster. So there you go. But yeah, Terminator's coming out. So once that here, I will definitely be getting that. No problems at all. That's one of the things I'm going to build. I've got also two, Mike Toby. I don't know if he's in chat here. He's helped me out with this. I've got 2 things which I know Eagle Moss are releasing. And I know that one of them is not the Ecto 1. So I don't know when that's coming out. Guy on Facebook saw a release list of WH Smith saying the 20th for the 2nd. Well, look, when I'm in WH Smith's next week picking up my... what am I doing there? When I'm picking up my next DeLorean, I'll ask them and see if we can get that. I can give you some definites. So... Wayne Downs, man, that's my profile was changed. I am now affiliated on Twitch and have rebranded my YouTube. Oh, well done, Wayne. It's pretty hard to get done on Twitch. Well done for that. Sphere, I decided to put together my trial issues of Ecto 1 the other day. I really hope that comes out. Well, I said at the moment there's no plans for Eagle Moss, but we do have some things coming out from Eagle Moss. But before we do that, God, I'm all over the place. I'm like a squirrel. See what I mean? So many things to talk about. We have got... This, for all of you who are doing D'Agostini's Thunderbird 2 for me, they have released Pod 2. And there it is. Looking at with all the insides, and you've also got some support vehicles here, which is why the price is £249. But you've got another one of them. You've got that support vehicle there. You've got the little crane that's lifting things up, and you've got the clamp for the unit there. But this has just come out for Thunderbird 2, a Pod 2. Don't know if anyone's going to be buying that. I'll tell you now, I won't be buying that. But it does just the Pod 2 and the specialised vehicle it holds. Let's click on the full description. It doesn't really tell you much more than we already know, to be honest with you. But obviously the ramp's already released in that, but you'll have 3 pods now. At the moment, I'm having trouble displaying 2. I've got down there. So, what do you think of that? Pod 2. How many of you have done the Thunderbird 2 build, just out of curiosity? Matty, I will always be on YouTube, but I always dual stream this to Twitch as well. So, yeah, I'm on Twitch now while I'm on YouTube, so you can see me on both. The thing is, Twitch has a better live streaming app for TV, so some people prefer to watch me on Twitch if they're just watching me on TV. Lee Homer, do you think they'll do a 1/8 scale Martian dog anytime soon? Lee, I said I was in London last weekend. I went into Forbidden Planet. I really wish I took a picture because they had a 1/8 scale Marty with hoverboard and cap and a dock. They were £300 each. I wouldn't pay that. £300 each. They were really good. Trust me, they were really, really good. They were resin mould models painted perfectly. But yeah, I'm not paying £300 for them. Palpatine 1975, you know, Wayne, Model Space has really annoyed me in the past couple of months. They didn't send me my free binder in pack 2 and the R2D flash drive in pack 3. I had to email them to tell them. Palpatine, it's a shame when they do things like that. They normally get it right sometimes. I mean, we had a delay in getting the t-shirt. I think it took about 4 months before they finally did it, but they'll get there in the end. Out of both the companies, D'Agostini is the better one. So, you've done the lot, Stephen. Okay, right, so the first one from D'Agostini, which is, the first one from Eagle Moss, which is a definite coming out, is the Caterham 7. 1/8 scale. You can go to www.modelcaterham.com. Is it Caterham or Caterham? I'm sure it's Caterham. Might be Caterham. Look, where have you seen this before? That's just like the Back to the Future one without the badge on the front. There's your free gifts. I don't know if that's my cup of tea, to be honest with you. But that is one of their definites for this year. It's going to be interesting to see if they do more than one. If the Ecto one comes out, that means 3. Because as already mentioned in the chat there, the second one is the Land Rover Series 1. Looking just like that. I think we mentioned this on the last stream. All of these are 1/8 scales. And there's your free gifts for that one as well. So, what do you think of those? Mike was interested to know about what people think about those releases for Eagle Moss. I said there's no sign of Ecto 1 in there at the moment. Matty, at the moment, the D'Agostini Yamaha is on hold for me. I mean, anyone who's subscribed to it is obviously getting it, but I was building it for Model Space. And Model Space just seemed to have lost contact with me. I must have said something nasty. So, yeah, so I'm not getting it at the moment. Or they might be waiting for me to catch up because the UK is vastly behind the continent at the moment. So, but reminds me of the Prisoner TV show. Steve, sorry, you're showing your age. I wouldn't buy a Pod 2. It would cost about 480 Australian. Oh my god! When I saw the price, I was like, oh my god. But then you think about what we paid for that. Yeah. But no, I'm not. I'm not having another pod. I don't even use the pods. I said once I built these things, as you can see me. I mean, I probably don't even notice my C-3PO's eyes are actually alight there. Can you see that? The R2D2 I haven't used since I did the demo. So, and I have plugged it in the other day just to make sure the batteries are charged. And after about 10 minutes, it did the batteries fully charged. So they don't drain too bad either when it's off. But the DeLorean's just going to sit on the shelf there, I guarantee it. I like doing the builds and then I like looking at them. I'm not the sort of person that would play with them. Which is probably why... You see, you have all these dashboard illumination mods and stuff inside the DeLorean, but how many times am I going to go into it to play with it? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Lee. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, sir. Matthew, I've got one more Jaguar E-Type to go. Then it's going to need a finishing touch. The Jaguar E-Type, Matthew, if you send me a picture of that or put it on my forum, that's linked after every video now. I'd like to see what that looks like when it's finished. Definitely. The 1971 Street Hawk. The US says Ecto-1 released summer 2009. Perhaps the UK will follow after, maybe next year. Don't forget, we've got the film coming out next year. And then it's going to be all a question of licensing again. But creative licensing are the people that license Harshay, just so you know. They do a lot of the licensing. They're based in LA. Once I heard about that, obviously I have to do my research to see if it's true. And obviously it is. So, but I didn't have a date until someone just told me on the chat there, so that's good. I'm just shutting down these windows. Yeah, so the Pod 2 and those two things from Eagle Moss is the only things that I know that are coming out at the moment. And I need something soon because I said the DeLorean finishes in June. And all I'll have then is the Arduino series. Don't know what I'm going to do after that. Might have to diversify the channel. See, my channel was never meant to be a model building channel. If you look at some of my old videos, it was like the world of Wayne. It's everything that I like, from Warcraft to going out, seeing shows, to travelling, to walking. I like walking. I used to do the West Highland Way. Never completed it in Scotland. 100-mile walk. But I think a lot of the YouTubers at the moment who have been doing these builds are a little bit of a loss of what they're going to build next. Because I don't know. But I mean, I really do wish now that I would have done the Route Master like Horlicks there and Paint with Penny. Because that's looking really impressive. I know Svi wants the Ecto-1 big time. How about a full-size proton pack as well, Svi? I think you've already got one of those. I've seen the picture. Oh yeah, Brown Bunny, the VW Beetle as well. Again, that's a coming soon. But that one is a definite for D'Agostini because they've... let me just bring that up. They sent me an email regarding that one. Where is it? What's happened to it? Bear with me. Got the camper van. Da, 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 da. There we go. Da, 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 da. No, actually, the web page that they gave me, let's try this one. They sent me a web page link for it, which doesn't work now. What's going on with that? Ah. Well, Model Space did send me a web page with the I've got to look at this now because that's concerned me now. Let's try that. I've got a different website that they sent me. Yeah, there we go. We found it again. There's the Beetle, which is definitely coming soon, as you see. We had to fill a survey out for this one. It was one of those surveys which told me what sort of free gifts you'd like to see in this and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I had to do a survey for the Terminator 2 one as well, the Terminator model. Did anyone have to do that as well? Or do I just get picked to do these surveys? It's because I sign up to everything. Sci-Fi Productions, hello sir. Thank you for watching. I will be doing the Beetle if it comes out, bro. That'd be two things. I can really probably afford to do about 3. So if something else comes out, I'll be honest with you, the Caterham 7 from Eagle Moss and the Land Rover don't appeal to me at all. But if I could do the Terminator, perhaps that VW Beetle, and I was hoping Ecto-1 or the X-Wing, but no sign still. Tony Flowers, a match with DeLorean. They need to do an 18 van Street Hawk and I'll be a happy man. Yeah, Street Hawk's not going to show too much though. It'd just be a motorbike. It didn't even have a flashing light going along the front of it. 97 I was doing lots of builds and collectors and not movie related. You're just like me, sir. When I got into this, I wanted movie related things. or TV related. The Thunderbirds, really good. And when I built the motorbike, I didn't really have much passion for it until I saw it. Then I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I sort of might have got the bug from that one. Mark Deacon, what are I doing in video vids? Last time I programmed anything, it was BBC Basic at schools. Yeah, we had to do that as well. But we just ended up playing Elite. Or Daredevil Dennis, I think, was on the BBC Model B at that time. But in the next Arduino video, just so you know, we're going to be learning about variables and using variables. We're going to be using the delay function, the random function, and we're going to be making a little traffic light, I think, just to show you how they all work. And then probably the one after that, we're going to learn about shift registers. And to do the shift registers one, we're going to learn how to operate a matrix so that it can write stuff along it and stuff like that. I think I'm trying to do it at bite-sized chunks so that we don't swamp people that have never programmed before with too much information. So that's why I've gone really, really slow. Can we get the Twitch link? The Twitch link was on my Twitter post. I'm just bringing that up now. 1 second. My Twitch link is... Oh, it used to be on there. Why not on there anymore? Why did I get rid of it? Bear with me. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Where is it? You're right, I can't find it. Okay, I'm going to try and find my Twitch link. If anyone's got it, feel free to put it in chat. Twitch.tv/ the World of Wayne. Is that it? Ah, yeah. There we go. Oh God, it's playing trailers. There we go. That's my Twitch link there. I don't know if it'll let you click on that, will it? Yeah, it should do. That'll take you to Twitch if you want to watch me on Twitch. But nothing's going on Twitch. I've got all the chat here for YouTube, and my chat for Twitch is over here, and it's empty. It's like a ghost town. Matthew, X-Wing is Model Space USA. Yep, they've got the X-Wing out there, so they're going to be well ahead of us. But as I did mention with the hood and stuff, don't forget the D'Agostini, I keep mentioning it, D'Agostini do the DeLorean in Japan, not Eaglemoss. How weird's that? Evening, Ian Campbell. 1. Holodesta Benidorm, España. Viva España. Como esta? That's my knowledge of Spanish, I'm afraid. I still want to build that, what's his name? Randy Cooper's Explorers model. It's $175, but that's not including shipping. The shipping's phenomenal. But talking about some of the prices, I mean, I said I went in Forbidden Planet and saw those figures. I really do wish I took a picture now because you would have loved them. But the prices for some of the actual standalone models now have gone astronomical. I mean, they were, for a really, really nice model about, you know, this sort of big, you're looking at about £100 last time I was in London. Seems like the prices have gone up 3 times. No news on the Batmobile yet, Ian Jacobs. Sci-Fi Productions, how excited you for the Ghostbusters? I think I was like every grown man who saw that advert. There was tears. Hopefully they won't screw it up. But it's good that it's going to be done by Ivan Reitman's son, though. I think he'll keep loyal to the brand. Hello, Andy Nash. Oh, and I had to give up on the bike build due to Eaglemoss. Could not send the correct part. It's been 6 months. They kept sending me parts not related to the build. What bike's that? What bike builds that? It's not the it's not Valentino Rossi's, is it? Because that's D'Agostini. Oh, thank you, Wayne. James, thank you for that. Tony Fowles, all the models must have a central company delegating for different regions. I think it's again all down to licensing, Tony. Now that Central Licensing, I think it was, that I mentioned in LA. They do licensing for a lot of brands. They own a lot of brands for the licensing. They don't own things for Disney, I noticed that. But for the Terminator, they had a whole list of things that they licensed. And they licensed different parts of it as well, from posters to music to clips to film to models. And they can, I guess the companies can put bids on for that sort of franchise that they want in what region they want. And they negotiate the deal. I think that's how it works. But that'll be a big winner for... Is it Harshay or Hachette? Am I saying it right? Hatchet or Harshay? I know World of Mike Anderson calls it Harshay, but I don't speak French. Oh, hello, look, we're on Twitter. Matt Archer, hi, just moved from Twitter, and Cry10. Right, let's put some text in here, stop it being a ghost town. See, I wouldn't have noticed that, just my peripheral vision, it came out on there. How's things over in Twitchland? I'm looking at this side, I should be looking at the camera. Tony Flowers, you're on the French Altea K200 page. Haven't heard anything as yet. The Altea in France really do love doing their trials big time, and you tend to find the trials come out from Altea either in France or Spain. I haven't heard anything about the Star Wars bus collection yet. Don't forget Altea and D'Agostini. So I haven't heard anything about the Star Wars bus collection, which I thought would have come out after the helmets are finished, which they have now. But again, licensing seems to be going completely out, and as we mentioned in the last stream 2 weeks ago, that Disney's pulled some of the licensing from Legoland now for the they've still got the Star Wars stuff there. They wouldn't allow them to have any new Star Wars stuff there. So I do think Disney are clamping down on that. But I go by the name Cry10 on the net. That's cool. Cry10, is that Cry10 as in Red Dwarf? I'm suddenly getting all of the I'm suddenly getting all the texts from you guys joining on Twitter and Twitch and stuff. My phone's going absolutely mad. Andy, what happened to the Rossi bike builder? Said, for me, it's on hold. For everyone else, I think they're still getting it. But Model Space were asking me to build this for them, which I was doing, and then they've just shut up shop. So I don't know what's happening. If you find anything out, please let me know. If I've upset them, please let me know. Because I don't know. I've done everything they asked me to do, so I don't know what's going on. But then the what's the company called? The influencing company that brokered the deal for that, they've gone quiet on me as well. So I don't know what's happening with that. And again, if you guys are watching, please talk to me, because I don't know what's going on. I've been a good boy, I think. I'm always a good boy. Ian Campbell, yes, good evening, Mrs. Wayne. We always forgot you're there checking that Wayne isn't giving anything away. She's checking to make sure I'm not spending anything, can't tell you. I've just spent £200 on new glasses. I've mentioned it. I've got these new glasses now. They've got thicker like sides to the last ones. But these are reading glasses. And I have to have a different set now to see. And I'm 45 years old. I'm not ready for bifocals. But I'm kind of wishing that I had bifocals, because it's a pain having to keep... see you later, 1971 Street Hawk. It's a pain keep having to change my glasses. I'm hating it. But, and the other thing is, if I've been reading glasses and then I take them off and put my normal glasses on, I can't look at the computer screen now. It's weird. How my eyesight has gone so bad in a year, I don't know. It's probably all this close-up work that we have to do on the DeLorean and stuff. So, but I mean, I'm looking forward to doing this. I said it's going to be out Monday, but there's not a lot to do on that one at all. And Mike Toby has told me about the Caterham 7. He was the one that sent me all the part list for issues 1 to 130. And I'll tell you now, in that part list, there was no hood, there was no wheels, and there were no train wheels. So they would be coming out as special editions. Sci-Fi Productions, how much of a fan are you of Doctor Who? I hate Doctor Who. I cannot stand it. But fortunately, my daughter absolutely loves it. So if you look back on my channel, you'll see that I've got the figurine collection up to number 70 or something. And then she stopped collecting them. But yeah, I don't like Doctor Who. I don't like Steve Moffat's writing. But then again, I liked Sherlock. Sherlock was excellent. So, but I mean, I have seen things like the Game of Thrones figurines. What was the other one? The Harry Potter one, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, they look good. But I wouldn't buy them because they don't know when to stop. You'll get the main characters out and then you'll get the second peasant from the left. Mark Deacon, 45 is still a child. I wish I was 45 again. Mark, I've got 4 kids. I think you're supposed to times the amount of kids you've got by your age. So I'm about 140. You were 46 last night. Well, my birthday, if anyone wants to send a card or greetings, is July the 4th. I was born on the 4th of July. So you can remember my birthday. David Wygan, is there a way to request if a model can be made? I don't know. The people that would do that would think for DRC would be model space, and I'm sure they take requests all the time. But I don't know. Andy Nash, you have hearing aids. I don't need that yet, but I believe it's going to be coming soon. I've got selective hearing, as the wife likes to tell me. I don't listen to a word she says. Andy, Wayne, have you any experience with an airbrush? I've used an airbrush before, yes. I haven't used it for a long time though, and the airbrush I had the tiniest compressor. As a matter of fact, my mother bought an airbrush, believe it or not, to do sugar paint on cakes. But with a compressor, I don't think she's used it. And I was looking at it the other day, and it is an actual paint airbrush. So if I wanted to go back to that, I could. It's a lot more tidier. And I probably would prefer to use that. But for things like the C3PO, you wouldn't use an airbrush for that. That was you need the Big Daddy for that. But that looks brilliant. I'm still in awe how well that came out. Sitting up there. That's excellent. I love my C3PO. Josh Hanna, am I a gamer? The only game I play is World of Warcraft, and I play it to an unhealthy level. I think my play time is now 265 days. So that's all I play. And I do have a dabble with Fortnite, although when you see my Arduino videos, you see all the games listed on my desktop. That's because my son plays them. So I have a dabble in Fortnite. Overwatch, I've played that a little bit. But I do go to the Insomnia Gaming Festival every year, so I end up playing games all like Rocket League and stuff at that festival. Oh, your stepdaughter's 4th of July. Oh, it's great being born on the 4th of July. Everyone remembers your birthday. Greg, true, a multiple duplicate minifigures in Lego. I didn't realise that. Matthew, I saw the Dinky Toy collection in W.H. Smith's today. But I'd rather see the, I said, Marty's Matchbox makeovers. They're excellent. And I like watching him, because some of the ones, I had pretty much all of those Dinky toys, and they were a complete mess, like when Marty gets hold of them. I should have just sent him my box of them. That's brilliant. That's one of my favourite channels. As a matter of fact, let's go on my... Hang on a second. Oh, what's going over here? Just send you a tip donation. It's the fellow... Really? Cry 10, thank you. I don't know how that works. I'm still working things out over on Twitter here. Sorry, can't watch. Keeps blocking tonight. I don't know why. Got to quit. See you, sir. That's all right, Matt Archer. Well, thanks for trying anyway. I'll have to figure out what's going on Twitch. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. I was going to show you something. World of Warcraft is a marriage breaker. Yep. Right, my YouTube channel, let's go to that. I'm going to shut me up and go to subscriptions. Right, so in my subscriptions list, these are people I follow on YouTube. I've got Barnacles Nerdgasm, Linus Tech Tips, Philip DeFranco, another Barnacles, Boogie2988, Marty's Matchbox Makeovers, Jay's 2 Cents, Adam Savage's Tested, Tasty PC, Paint with Penny, 3D Printing Nerd, Creator Insider, Talisian and I can't even pronounce their names, and Evitel. That's a Warcraft channel. World of Mike Anderson, Drama Alert, Horlicks, Life of Brian, Punished Prop Academy, Robbie Bobby, Gamer Boy 22. That's my son. He likes, subscribes, everyone. Just so you know. Chef Hawk, Interactive marketing, that's what I work for. Geared, Swashing, Jack in his quest to meet unicorns, that's my son. Casey Neistat, Chris Camplin, Chade Chat, Case for Books, and that's it. That's all I follow on YouTube, so quite a lot. He's got a typical Aussie humour. Old Marty's Matchbox. The secret is, Alan, is to get your wife to play World of Warcraft with you. Although Mrs. World of Wayne has got no inkling of that at all. But I'm one of these people that don't really play the game. I just sit in the auction house because I'm an inscriber. If anyone plays Warcraft, just buying and selling. So I just make gold. Matthew Baum, hopefully there's a collection of vintage Star Wars figures, the Kenner collection from 1978 to 85. Well, they did release the vintage collection. I've got them. You've seen them on the wall in the last, before I moved my man cave around. At the moment, they're sitting in a box. I think I was missing 3. But they're still quite pricey on eBay. Mrs. Rodaway, Alan Allsop, you're right, which is why he rarely plays it when I'm home, because he works from home. He plays it then. When I get home, he's all mine. I knew something was going to be said about that. Mrs. World Away, never in a million years will you play World of Warcraft. Oh. There was a little time that I was addicted to Star Wars The Old Republic. I had the same draw, but yeah, that didn't happen. Hi, Brad Bunny. Hi, Wayne. It was the 1990 Harley Davidson Fatboy bike. I'm now seeking training center for help, not a happy bunny. That's not good. When things go sour, it's not good at all. Andy Cow, Wayne, check out First Amendment's audit in USA Post Office. They don't like cameras on YouTube. What? Explain that, Andy. They don't like cameras on YouTube. Cameras. I don't get you. Sorry. Well, I'm not allowed to show a camera. I don't think I've got any showing anyway. They're all looking at me. Where's my lightsaber? It's on the wall there, look. Should I turn it on? I've only got one. I did have Darth Vader's one. I did have Darth Vader's one, but I played with it a little bit too hard and broke it. YouTube vids on YouTube, Wayne. I'm going to have to see what you're talking about, Andy. I've got no idea. I am completely and utterly lost. Sorry, I don't know. Oh, the dailies. I don't have to do my dailies anymore. I'm too powerful. I got to level 120, I think, in about a day and a half. But I was at a gaming convention at the time, so... WoW does still exist, Chris Frost, but probably not for much longer, because it's pissing, I said pissing, it's ticking a lot of people off at the moment. It's more of the same. They need to come out the box a bit. They're actually releasing Warcraft Classic back to the vanilla days. I bet a lot of people would go back to that. Nick P. Hi, Wayne. What's a good website where I can buy Back to the Future merchandise at good prices? Any ideas? eBay. Always eBay. Greg Meistein, why is Darth Maul missing? Darth Maul missing from what? Sorry. Greg, I'm looking at. Where's your lightsaber? Why is Darth... Oh, why don't I have the Darth Maul lightsaber? Because it was bloody expensive when it came out. These are first edition Force FX lightsabers. So they're £100 when I bought them. And that was like 10 years ago, 12 years? No, probably more than that. Probably 15 years ago. So the Darth Maul one, yeah, that was a stupid price. But I would love it. John Fairbrother figures page. Do you think Joe and Joe will be back with more videos? I don't know. I don't know. I think there's I'm guessing he means you two don't like videos of the post office on YouTube. Ah, right, okay. Why? where was I going? Oh yeah, just talking about Joe and Joey. You do get a thing with YouTube burnout, and it's not so bad if you're just making a video of like, you know, I know that I'm going to be getting this out for Monday. I know I'm going to get an Arduino video out for Wednesday and Thursday. And if you can stick to that schedule, it's just like having a day job. If you stick to the schedule, everything's fine. If you start coming out of schedule, then people like yourselves who watch the video, they don't know when to watch. And that sort of like gets them down. Plus, you start to get yourself a backlog. And there's nothing worse than seeing that you've got like 12 of these to build. And you're trying to think, how am I going to plan these videos out? Am I going to release 5 videos in a day? Or am I going to span them over the weeks? The secret is not to keep things in schedule and don't get behind, I think, because it gets depressing big time. And I mean, I've had that a couple of times. Before I started getting these from the newsagents, as you saw in some of my videos, I was 8 issues behind before Eagle Moss finally sent me them. And I'm having to plan, not only building 8 videos, but then planning when I'm going to put them out. Because YouTube don't like it when you spam people with videos as well. So I try to release a video once every 3 days. Try to. So, but if any of you want to make YouTube videos, then yeah, that's the advice for you. Keep to a schedule. Keep regular content. The best days to release videos are from Thursday to Sundays. But I always try and get one out on Tuesday to keep things spaced up. Because the CRM is higher in that time. I'm full of chips tonight, aren't I? Chips? I'm full of tips tonight. Heaven's Eagle, hello. How's things over pond? The Arduino program's good. I said next week we're going to be doing variables, and we're going to be creating our first sort of like looped program sketch. So that's going to be fun. Dave Brough, is that? Brown? Brough. Hi Wayne. Hello David. WoW is still a brilliant game. I play it every morning before I start work. It's sort of like my calm before the work comes. Because that's another thing. With working from home, you've got to be able to motivate yourself. I'm in a job where I can do whatever hours I want as long as I do my hours in a week and it's spaced out evenly. And I have to work 20% of my hours after 6 o'clock. So you've got to get yourself motivated to when you're going to work. And a lot of people say that, you know, it's so easy to just play a game all day or watch TV. To be honest with you, since I got this job, I don't think I watch TV anymore. We were debating whether I still need a TV license. Because I don't really watch TV at all. But when you work from home, you've got to imagine, I'm working from home here. I'm building here. Everything I'm doing is here. This is my life. Hence why I've got a nice comfy chair. And this chair's got like, you don't see it, but down here there's a pull-out thing where it's like a recliner thing where I can put my legs on. But yeah, you need a comfy chair. Matthew Bourne, there was also the Beatles vinyl collection. I saw that, but is vinyl going to come back like they reckon with all these HMV stores closing down there? Where are you going to get them from? The thing is they say vinyl, you know, a lot of people like the vinyl come back because it sounds better and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people like convenience. It's part of the reason why you can't get a telly now that doesn't have a remote control. Can you imagine if people still had to get up to change the channel? It's the same with a video, with a record player. Do you think people are still going to get up, put a record on the player, put the other one in the sleeve, put it back in the thing? It's just... we're a lazy generation. We just want to be able to press a button and play it. Well, look, I've got a Alexa. I'm not allowed to say it because if I do say Alexa, then that thing's going to go crazy. But I've got the Amazon thing there that plays music and stuff. So that's all I need now. I can't be saying Alexa too loud, otherwise she'll hear me. Ah, Andy, that makes a lot more sense. The First Amendment post office audit, people go to them for the cameras rolling and staff go crazy batches and they can't... Yeah, no, I understand that now. You'll get a lot more of that in America now because your tax season's coming up soon, isn't it? A lot of people will film themselves making sure that they've submitted their tax returns so they've got proof. Greg, yeah, now Disney screwed up Star Wars. I don't think Disney screwed up Star Wars. I think Rian Johnson screwed up Star Wars single-handedly. Star Wars was doing good after J.J. Abrams. Let's hope he can pick it up. But yeah, Rian Johnson, what the hell was he doing? I saw Star Wars twice at the cinema. And I've got it on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched it since. That's how much I'm sorry, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. That's how much I love The Last Jedi. It's such a god-awful film. That made The Phantom Menace look really good. Hi Wayne, just a quick thank you for what you're doing. Thank you, Brown Bunny. Josh, my problem is I can only put out a video once a month, if that. Josh, it doesn't matter what sort of, as long as you keep to that schedule so people can expect it. That's all I can say. And the content as well is to have a lot of quality, how can I say this? Quality content rather than quality just for the sake of quality. Because the thing with YouTube is you've got to get yourself high up in the search engines. And to do that, first off, you'll notice that if you were to type in your username on YouTube and you've just started out, you'll probably see it won't come up in the search engines. When you've got about 25 to 50 videos on your channel, when you just type in your username, you'll start to see yourself and your channel name in the search engines. See what I mean? The more things that start to get added to the channel, the higher you get up on the rankings. So now, if you were to type build DeLorean or build R2D2, you'll see that my channel is quite high up in the search engines. And that's only because of the consistency, putting things in playlists and tagging things correctly. So, that's that. You probably will notice though that all of my R2D2 videos have got new thumbnails now. I had to change the thumbnails because someone wasn't too happy about the artwork I used. So I thought, well, we're not having that, so I made my own artwork. And someone did try it on with the Back to the Future one, but I pointed out to them that that's actually in the public domain, that artwork that I used for that. It was actually free wallpaper on the Back to the Future fan club website, so that's where that come from. So I don't know why someone was trying to claim that. As a matter of fact, there was someone, Joe Walser, if you are watching this video later on, there was another guy who builds the, restores the DeLorean to the Back to the Future DeLorean. You can't stand him. And all I know, he was part of the group, was it Sepultura? He was one of the roadies or the road managers for them. I can't remember the guys, but yeah, he tried to claim some of my content as well, but he's a nasty piece of work. But yeah, I know Joe doesn't like him at all. I can't remember the guy's name, so. Simon Lewis, everyone in the UK is trying to get rid of a TV licence because the TV licence is meant to fund the BBC, but they've come up with this great law now that if you watch a broadcast as it's being streamed live or as it's live, you have to pay for it regardless if it's BBC. So theoretically, any of you in the UK who are watching my stream would need a TV licence. That makes sense. David, have you noticed that HMV, all the stores they're shutting are the ones in the high rental areas? So Oxford Street, Lakeside, Blue Water. It's going to kill their trade. Because even though those stores might not be making money, they are providing a great big promotion boost for them. So, and I do believe there's a petition on at the moment to open the one in, to keep open the one in Oxford Street. That's been over 100 years, I think that's been there. Or almost 100 years. I think it opened in 1921 in Oxford Street. Be a shame if it does go. Josh, I ought to start a Patreon for my YouTube channel. It's got no interest in me as well at all, Josh. I said anything I have to say or do, I just put out there for everyone to see. I don't. I know some people have a channel which is exclusive to people who pay a Patreon. It's never interested me. I do this because I like doing it. I don't do it for money. And it is nice that I said Cryten's just tipped me over on. Oh, hello, Nikki Shill 981 on Twitch. But yeah, I don't actively push for that. I think YouTube's got a super chat. I think was it Wayne? Wayne, was it you last time tipped or something? But I was more shocked by anything than that, to be honest with you. No, I said I work hard for these, and I said and people thought that I was getting these for free. I pay for these. I pay for the C3PO. I pay for the R2D2. I pay for all of this exactly like you guys. I don't get discount for them, so yeah, I'm not getting freebies, which I should really for the amount of promotion that I do for the companies. There's nothing wrong with vinyl, Wayne. Well, back in the day, Carl, I had quite a bit of vinyl. As a matter of fact, if I was to tell you what my first... what was everyone's first record that they bought on vinyl? Put it in the chat. Because before I tell you mine, which is going to embarrass the hell out of me, I want to know what yours was. The first vinyl you ever bought. There is a delay in chat, just so you know. So, I'm waiting. The Simpsons song. What, the, do the Bartman? Stand and deliver, Adam Ant. Wow. Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls. Stand and delivers. See, I love Adam Ant, Svi. I had the Prince Charming, Kings of the Wild Frontier album. I had everything. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. Single. Let's say, Steve, single or LP, single or 12-inch? Hi-Ho Silver. Madness. Living Doll. The young ones version. I still got that. 12-inch of that. Blu-ray Bullet Brit. Kiss Destroyer. Never end. Okay, do you want to know what mine was? This is the most embarrassing thing ever. The first record I bought as a single was Fan Dabby Dozy from the Crankies. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Fan Dabby Dozy. Then I found my music taste after that. I think I got into Adam Ant and Meatloaf. I told the missus that, and I think she almost tried to disown me. 7 tears are flowing down the river. Wow, some of you are really showing your age with these records, I have to say. But yeah, I don't think I've got them now. They all got given away. And then, of course, Vinyl decides to make a payback. Isn't that just typical? You never heard of the Crankies? Oh, my God. How can you not have heard the Crankies? The Crankies, look! This little boy was a girl. They're Scottish. They're married. Day trip to Bangor. Oh my God. Mrs. Welderwayne, what was your first vinyl then? I don't think you've ever told me. Crackerjack. Come on, feel the noise. That David, I could have swore Oasis sang that song as a cover. Am I wrong? I don't know. Ian Campbell, Wayne can say hello, Faye. Hello, Faye. There's my Back to the Future car up there. I'd like to bring it down, but it's 8.5 kilograms at the moment, and it's bending that shelf. So, and apparently, in the next episode, we've got a metal plate coming. Look, a metal plate, which means that that's going to weigh 8.75 kilograms. I don't know how much that shelf can hold. I am going to be swapping it out. I'll tell you now. I'm going to get the same sort of shelves that I've got for R2 and C3PO there. They can't be on floating shelves. Definitely not. So. Oh, right. Sophie, that's good. I thought they did. No problems, Ian. Actually, on 113. Now, 113, is that the one that everyone's been telling me about? I can use the... is that the one we plug in the light that goes around the circle a bit? Is that 113? I'm looking forward to doing that because I said at the moment my spare EL rope is just going around the engine lighting it up, but theoretically I can pass it through that little flux. What's it called? The little round thing, and light it up with that. That's what I'm hoping to do anyway. Oh, by the way, some of the things that were broke on the DeLorean I fixed. I fixed the steering, the complete steering axle rod had come out. On this side, it was just a screw, so I screwed it back in. On the other side, it is broke, so I still need to fix that. But, by the rivers of Babylon. Okay, Mrs. Rolderwayne. We need to talk later. At least I got out of my Crankies era. I mean, I was a kid at the time. Yes, it is, but it's orange. Ah. Oh. Well, that could be interesting. I can't use that EL rope then, can I? If it's a different colour. I'll probably have to go with the... let me think. I could use another splitter and get it that way. It depends. How well does it light it up? Have you tried it, Ashley? I've saw the Doll's House LED strips. They're quite good as well, Brow. They're a lot thicker, aren't they? The reactor drum. Thank you, Soul. The reactor drum. Yeah, have you lit it up, Ashley? Sorry, I'm babbling. I just want to know. It's not the best. I thought that. I'm probably going to get a splitter then and a short piece, a very short piece of EL rope to put in that, I think. What was the song? Spitting Image. Hold a chicken in the air, stick a deck chair up your nose, fly a jumbo jet and behead an Eskimo. Paint your left knee green and extract your wisdom teeth. Form a string quartet and pretend your name is Keith. I believe that's the song, sweetie. Skin yourself alive. Learn to speak Arapaho. Climb inside a dog. I'm a font of knowledge, aren't I? You don't need Alexa. I can do that. That and Star Trekking. We go to these sci-fi conventions and they just love Star Trekking. Spitting Image was great back in the day. It's all cool. Right, it's going to transition quickly. Hang on a second, because when my mouse falls asleep, it stops, and if it's on the screen where I don't want it to be, then oh dear. Anyway, so you've learned who the Crankies are tonight. We've learned how. We've learned what your first records are. Do you think you'd do a fan meetup, Wayne? I'm always around. As a matter of fact, I have been stopped in public a couple of times now, which is quite funny because Mrs. Welder Wayne was with me. And it's quite shocking because, again, I don't expect any of that. But if I'm going to be somewhere, I normally announce it anyway at on my Welder Wayne Facebook channel. I'm going to be at Insomnia. I'm always at the Insomnia Gaming Festival every year in Birmingham. And I'm there all the time because I stay there. So I think this year it's on from like the 24th of August to the... Where's my calendar? Hang on a second. Bear with me. So we've got the Insomnia Gaming Festival is on from the Thursday the 22nd of August all the way till Monday the 26th of August. So I'm going to go to that. Now I'm going to a Milton Keynes Comic Con, I believe in March sometime. Mark Tadgell has been getting me with that with the R2D2 Builders Club. Oh, I'll let you all know where I am. But I'm happy to meet anyone. But I am. Don't expect to meet anyone different to what I am now. This is exactly what I'm like. I know a lot of YouTubers have a YouTube face and then like a different sort of persona outside. I'm like this. This is me. So get yourself on the chase. We're not that clever. Only about issue 78 for the DeLorean and 8ish for the R2D2. I was coming along then. You'll have the Heaven's Eagle. Those last 20 issues for R2 will go like a blink. But I think it will drag for you for the DeLorean. Big time. But there's only 20 issues to go once I've done this one. And then whatever specials if they do come out. If they don't come out though, I guarantee there's going to be hell to pay. With the ruckus that my comments about the hood in the last stream did, I don't think there's going to be too many happy people. But I mean, I'll tell you now, I will be doing a review of the DeLorean when it's finished. But I'm really happy with the car. I'm really, really happy. It's a brilliant build, but it's got a couple of problems. That some of the parts are substandard. And the company that's marketed it is terrible. Other than that, it's absolutely fine. But another question that I'm glad I just remembered, that's just made me say that, is would anyone be interested in actually building a proper DeLorean? Not a Back to the Future converted one. I've seen some people actually converting it just to a normal DeLorean. So if Eagle Moss would say, okay, we're going to send a kit out, which you can turn this into just a normal DeLorean. So you just got the vented back, the proper dashboards, the proper bulkhead. I wonder if that would be a thing, because if people are collecting these 1/8 cars, take care, Heaven's Eagle. Thank you, sir. Thanks for watching. If people are collecting these 1/8 cars, I'm wondering how that would look with just having a normal version of DeLorean there. Because I would. I was thinking about it the other day and I thought, actually, I probably would, just a normal one. Because then Eagle Moss could be onto a winner there because they've got most of the parts already. The only parts that really have to change are the wings with the holes in, the back sections with the holes in, obviously the dashboards and the centre console, but they're all like moulded plastic. They're 10 a penny. They don't cost much at all. And even these metal parts are quite cheap because all of this is made in China. So they're getting this for silly, stupid money. But, you know, Eagle Moss, again, if you're watching, you might have a market for it. Got to be back to me. No, yeah, I see where you're coming from, though, Svi. Big time. Got to have movie memorabilia in the background. I don't think I've got anything in the background there which is not movie memorabilia. I'm just looking around. As a matter of fact, let me look. No, everything is look, even the bits you can't see. Look, even my Yoda up there. Everything is movie related. So I love my Yoda. That's all operated by remote control to turn on. So I've had a move around actually. Let me show you what's. I don't know if it's going to let me do this. Look, this is what I'm looking at. Ooh, when I'm talking to you guys. Look, that's my computer there. I have a fan on me at all times. But there's my screens. I have to use my phone for work, so the phone's there. That's the screens there. I've got a mechanical keyboard. That's what you hear me tapping away with. There's my USB dongle stick. Me thing, that's me microphone that you're hearing me on at the moment. There's me Anduril limited edition with the certificate there. And then what I did was I put the ring on it, as you can see. One ring to rule them all. And then when I do my videos, you can see, look, you've got this massive light above it here, which basically lights my face. And then over here, this is where I do my work. Well, hey, so we've got this great big, look, it's hanging from the ceiling from a string. Then it goes down to that bit over there. And then, yeah, I work on that bit just there. So, and then underneath my desk, this is where the mess comes in, look. You've got a printer. You've got a box which did hold all of my parts for R2-D2. A bin, drawers, all sorts of wares. I've got a radiator behind me. My Kill Bill stuff there. And there's my computer. Big one, all lit up. I built that myself, the computer. So, but I am conscious none of you have ever seen that, I don't think. Even on my tour videos of the room. I know a lot of people wanted to know how I do my videos, so let's get this the right way now. That's better. And it just sits on my monitor. It used to be on a boom arm, but it's not anymore. Where are we? Also the main roof panel, Wayne. Yep, no, you're absolutely right. Now, if you were to try helping a full-scale actual car build, I'm up for it. Ian, some guy I had living local offered to sell me his. I haven't got the money for that. And I mean, to be honest with you, even a decrepit, cracked out one is still going to cost about 20 grand at the moment because of how iconic it is. And then how many of these DeLoreans that are out there have actually been converted to the Back to the Future car? I liked how Wheeler Dealers made it into just a normal version. That looked really nice. And I don't know how much they got for that. But they were going for about 40,000 now, aren't they? So yeah, it's a nice backdrop. I'm going to have a proton pack running behind me and my R2-D2 and other nerdy stuff when I finally get around to doing content for my YouTube channel. It looked good. It looked good, but at the moment, I said my C3PO's lit up and I have got room for a shelf if you... Oh, let me just put that up. See, I have got room for a shelf above his head, but you won't see anything that's on it. So that's why I'm going to put a picture of a star field behind there. And I know that Mike Berry, I will get back in touch with you, Mike Berry, if you're watching this, has offered to sort something out for me if I give him the sizes and what I want. But I think that'll look good behind them, having some sort of star field. Someone did mention a corridor from like the Death Star or something as well. I've got to be conscious about reflection because of this light here. So I can't use a glass clip frame. It'd have to be a plastic frame. So it'll probably be something like this one here. So we'll have a black thing around it, but that's plastic. It won't reflect the big light. Because if I have that, it's just going to wash out everything. When you create a studio, the lighting is so important because it just, as you can see with my glasses, if I'm like this, it washes out my eyes, and I'm conscious of that when I'm doing videos as well. So you'll tend to find I'm looking down a lot. See you later, Simon. Sorry, mate. Master Jeb 1. I've got all the editions up to date for the DeLorean, but have only built up to issue 5. Can you still watch all your videos on YouTube? Yes, Master Jed. I put them in a playlist. So theoretically, you can, if you select the playlist and just select any issue, it will just play them through until you stop it. And it plays them in order as well. The way I had it before, it was playing them backwards. So theoretically, you were going back in time. But no, it will play them in order for you. So, Brow Bunny, how much punishment are you doing to yourself? You're doing 2 DeLoreans. Again, I know Mark Tadgel's doing 3 R2-D2s, I think. Oh my God. Carl, £25,000 back in the 80s. Yeah, I haven't got that sort of money. I've got a Skoda outside which needs a new catalytic converter, and I can't afford that at the moment. Yeah, and I heard they're going to start production again. But I mean, am I right in saying they've still got the parts to build God knows how many cars? Because they created all these parts and then closed down production. So I do believe that some of the panels are hard to get hold of now. What about on the steps like at the end of A New Hope? That's quite a good thing, Tony. I mean, I'm looking for really high resolution pictures, but it's got to be portrait. It can't be landscape. And the ones that I've been suggested of all these Death Star corridors and stuff like that are landscape. And some of them are like 7 foot wide. So I was like, yeah, can't be doing that. So it's basically going to be around about A0 size. It's going to be exactly the same size as that Back to the Future poster, basically. There. That's what I need. Scrap the Skoda? No! It's a Mark 1 Classic. And I'll tell you what, I said I have to do these trips to Essex every other week. And it uses no petrol. It's like a clockwork car. Short of an electric car, it's wonderful. It failed its MOT on 2 things. It needs a new cat, which I can do myself, and luckily enough for the Fabia, it's £100 the cat, but I can fit that myself. But it needs the headlights have gone foggy, so I just need to get some toothpaste on the headlights and clean that up. Other than that, it's all good. I can't scrap my Skoda. 20,500 for the... Really? I still can't afford 20,500. Unless we have some sort of crowdfunding. What do you reckon? Well, Wayne wants a DeLorean and he wants you to pay for it for him. That's just what these preachers do in America, isn't it? God wants me to have a DeLorean. RB26. I said it's 8.5 kilograms at the moment. I got it on the scales a couple of days ago. Was it you who asked me to put it on the scales? Someone did. So I got it on the scales. Classic Soda, come on, Wayne. Essex, I'm up. That in the small world. Yeah, I travelled to Basildon. I lived in Pitsea for all my life. If you know Essex. Pretty much from when I moved back from Australia in 1978. I moved to Pitsea in 1979. And I've only moved up to Northamptonshire in 2007. So, yeah, I've lived in Pitsea all my life. Well, I was brought up in Pitsea anyway. It'll be like the comic in The Simpsons, Ian Campbell. Okay, I get it on Tuesdays. You can have it on Wednesdays. If the toothpaste don't work, try some fine wet and dry paper. Lots of vids on YouTube. There's a few stages though. Tony, that's a good idea. I've also got the hob cleaner. And yeah, Mrs. World Away watches these videos and I can't get away with it. But she's got one of these nail buffers, which has got like on one side it's really coarse, and then you turn it and you turn it, and by the time the time you get to the last one, it glosses your nails up. Yeah, I use that on it, and that worked a treat as well. But she doesn't know that. Don't tell her. If you start begging for money, I'll have to start calling you Barnacles. I was hoping you'd fund it, Mrs. Welderwayne, personally. So, oh, you live in Grays? I used to work in Grays. Around that way anyway. I used to work in PC World in Lakeside, Tony. I was one of the managers in there way back in, from 2004, 2003 to about, 2004 to about 2006. I was one of the managers in PC World. Which I believe is now a B&M. Didn't they say it was only going to be 8 kilograms when it's finished? Yeah, probably. But, you know, since when has Eagle Moss got anything right? Trust me, I'll put it on the scales. And unless all the mods that I've put on it, which is, I don't know, it's 8.5 kilograms. If my scales are wrong, that'd be good for me. Because, like, you know, it says I weigh a little bit too much. I need to lose some weight. Walking around London the other day made me realise that. As a matter of fact, when we went to London, we stayed at the Wembley Park Hotel, not realising that Saturday, Tottenham were playing Newcastle. And then I said to the missus, they've got some band playing at the arena as well. They're called something like Snow Patrol. Have you ever heard of Snow Patrol? And she's just cracking up laughing. Apparently they're a big band. I've never heard of them. Your DB5's 8 kilograms. I've got to be careful because I guarantee that shelf's not going to hold much longer. It's a shame I can't really show you. As a matter of fact, let's try an experiment. We're going to try an experiment here. I'm going to try and take a picture of that shelf from the side, then show you on camera. So, let's have a look. There we go. Right, hopefully you can see this. But, can you see that gap there? That's how much of a tilt that shelf has got at the moment. Hence why I've got that pole in there. So, it's not going to fall out the wall, but if anything, it'll just pull the wall down, I guess. So, we'll have to see. See you later, Ian. Thanks for watching. Hi, when is the building of the DeLorean finished already? Janusz, it's going to be finished for me on June the 26th because I get mine weekly. But because the people who subscribe get theirs I get theirs sort of like halfway through the month. So for 3 weeks I'm ahead and then they become ahead of me. They should be finished at the beginning of June. So you'll probably start to see finished ones from the beginning of June. I was born in Grays, Tony Valley. No, you wasn't, Mrs. Welterway. You were born in Orsett. Orsett's not Grays. Yeah, I've seen the Currys because, Tony, they turned... Currys moved into the old Ilva, which was like another competition for IKEA, which never worked. The prices were stupid. But I can't see Currys lasting much longer, to be honest with you. Get pneumonia. No, I don't envy you at all. I had pneumonia once. I had pleurisy, actually. That was even worse. Didn't like that. But no, I'm glad you're getting better, Svi. I hope your customers have been understanding. I understand that they've probably been giving you some grief. It's not good. People should be more understanding. It feels more like 10 kilograms. Carl, I'll tell you what, I could work out with that car. And the problem is, I said to myself, I never have to turn it upside down again. And every time I turn it upside down now, because we had to fit those flux bands at the bottom, you can hear a rattle of a screw inside or something. And as a matter of fact, where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. I had something come off, which I've stored somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find it. Basically, the back box, I think it's the exhaust, where you've got the two little plastic things come out. One of them's come off. So I need to glue that back on. Used to work at the bingo hall. That's closed down now. Get that car off there. Steve, if that car falls down, can you imagine the damage that's going to happen? A, it's going to destroy the car, and it's going to smash every single one of those Marvel movie collection. Now that video, I guarantee, would go viral on YouTube, but I really wouldn't hope that happens. But I will be changing it. But at the moment, it will hold. I put the raw plugs in that hold it to the back of the drywall. So if it is going to fall off, it's going to pull half the drywall with it. But yeah, it's not good. See you later, Master Jeb 1. 6 o'clock start. God, I'm always up at 6 anyway, but obviously for work I have to come down. Really? Oh my God. Lakeside has changed, and now you're losing HMV, and House of Fraser's gone now as well, isn't it? I remember when Harry Ramsden was there. I mean, Lakeside was a nice area. I remember when it was first built. Griffin, nothing on the X-Wing yet. Again, licensing, I think, and the USA have got theirs, so I guess we just have to watch theirs. But that's all we're going to be getting coming anyway. So, what is the time, people? Whoa. Let's have a look. It's almost time to go. I'm just going to shut that window down there. Used to watch Svi's videos on airbrushing back when I started airbrushing. My name's Svi. I paint for thee. I was looking at Svi. We're going to talk about you now, sir. I was looking at his tattoo site for his tattoo shop, and I'm like, wow. And as I said, when I'm down to Eastleigh next, or when I'm down to Portsmouth, I'm going to pop in there. And guaranteed, I'll pick a day when you're not in. Because that's just me. And I'll say hi. And then you can look at my tattoos and tell me what I need to do with them. Because they're, yeah, they've lost colour. They've lost a lot of colour. Bye, Wayne. Come meet me in Williamsburg, Virginia, USA. Oh, why you say that, RB? We're off to New York in August. And we were thinking about getting the train down to Washington. So, you know, not far from you. The car is heavy. Right then, peeps. Listen, I'm going to leave it there now. Thank you so much for watching. I said we're going to have an Arduino video coming out on Monday. And, sorry, we've got the DeLorean video coming out Monday. The next Arduino video is probably going to be out Wednesday or Thursday. And hopefully I'll have more news about that Terminator by then. I would have been to W.H. Smith's then and see if we can get that ordered. If that comes, I might have to consider whether I'm getting the subscription or I'm going to get it from the newsagents. Whichever one lets me put it on the channel first. So, that's that. But anyway, I hope you like that stream tonight. It's been great showing you everything around the room and all of that and sharing everything. And I will see you next time. That'll be in 2 weeks' time. Okay?